Center versus states. How IAS officers are put on central deputation. What are the rules for central deputation and what could happen now? On Tuesday, West Bengal Chief Secretary Bandopadhyay, an IAS officer of the 1987 batch, was due to begin an extension of 3 months after retiring on Monday. Instead, the center has asked him to report on Monday and join the government of India. What are the rules for central deputation and what could happen now? The tussle. On May 25, the West Bengal government issued an order citing the center's approval dated May 24 in the interest of public service to extend Bandopadhyay's service for 3 months. But on May 28, the Department of Personnel and Training wrote to the Chief Secretary that the appointment committee of the cabinet has approved the placement of the services of Bandopadhyay with the Government of India with immediate effect and request the state to relieve the officer with immediate effect and direct him to report by 10 am on May 31. This came after Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee and Bandopadhyay skipped a meeting with Prime Minister Narendra Modi during his visit to the state. How officers get an extension. Rule 16.1 of DCRB, Death cum Retirement Benefit Rules, say that a member of the service dealing with budget work or working as a full-time member of committee which is to be wound up within a short period may be given extension of service for a period not exceeding 3 months in public interest with prior approval of the central government. For an officer posted as Chief Secretary of State, this extension can be 6 months. Central deputation. In normal practice, the center asks every year for an offer list of officers of all India service, IPS, IAS, Indian Forest Service, willing to go on central deputation, after which it selects officers from that list. Rule 6.1 of the IAS cadre rule says an officer may, with the concurrence of the state government concerned and the central government, be deputed for service under the central government or another state government. It says in case of any disagreement, the matter shall be decided by the central government and the state government or state governments concerned shall give effect to the decision of the central government. In a PIL in the Supreme Court in January this year, lawyer Abu Sohail pleaded that Rule 6.1 be struck down. He contended that because of the rule, states have to bear the brunt of arbitrary action taken by the center, while the rule makes it difficult for the center to enforce its will on a state that refuses to back down. Ruling on March 1, a bench of Justice L. Nageswar Rao and Justice S. Ravindra Bhatt did not find any merit in the petition. Earlier showdown. West Bengal 2019. In February 2019, the Home Minister had returned to the West Bengal Chief Secretary Malaya Kumar D, calling for action against 5 IPS officers including DGP Virendra for allegedly taking part in a dharna organized by the Trinamool Congress against CBI raids. The Home Ministry had asked the state to withdraw medals conferred on the officers. The state government said no officer had taken part in the dharna. To find out what action, if any, was taken against the 5 officers, the Indian Express filed an RTI while the Home Ministry, which replied on January 8, 2021. The queries are vague, hypothetical in nature, which is not covered under the RTI Act. On another RTI, the MHA replied on December 30, 2020, no awards medals have been withdrawn against any IPS officer since January 1, 2019. West Bengal 2020. Last December, the center asked the 3 IPS officers who were in charge of security when BJP President JP Nadda's motorcade was attacked outside Kolkata on December 10, allegedly by supporters of the Trinamool Congress, be sent on deputation with the center. The state government refused, citing a shortage of IPS officers. The officer concerned were not relieved from the state and the center did not insist either. The officer Rajiv Mishra, the Additional Director General South Bengal, Probin Tripathi, then Deputy Inspector General Presidency Range, and Bholanath Pandey, SP Diamond Harbour, continue to serve in the state government in new positions. Tamil Nadu 2001. A month after J. Jayalalitha took oath as Chief Minister in 2001, Tamil Nadu's police CID raided former Chief Minister M. Karunanidhi's home on the night of June 29 and arrested him along with his DMK colleagues Murasoli Maran and T.R. Balu. then ministers in the NDA government of Atal Bihari Vajpayee. The following months, the center asked the state government to send 3 IPS officers on central deputation, but Jayalalitha refused and wrote to other chief ministers for their support to protect the rights of the state. The incident resulted in the removal of Governor M. Fatima Bibi as the center was not happy with her report. Tamil Nadu 2014 IPS officer Archana Ramasundaram was deputed to the CBI in 2014, but the Tamil Nadu government refused to release her and suspended her when she defied the state orders. However, the suspension did not apply because she had by the time already joined the CBI. What next? The center can take no action against civil service officials who are posted under the state government. Rule 7 of the All India Service Discipline and Appeal Rules 1969 states that the authority to institute proceedings and to impose penalty will be the state government if the officer is serving in connection with the affairs of the state. For any action to be taken against an officer of All India Service, the state and the center both need to agree. Bandyopadhyay did not respond to queries sent by the Indian Express. Sources in the DOPT, the cadre controlling authority for the IS, cite various options before Bandyopadhyay. He declines the extension, retires on Monday and skips the central deputation. He continues on extension as chief secretary, which would keep to open the possibility of disciplinary moves from the center that could affect his retirement benefits. He reports to the center on Monday and continues his extension time on central deputation. Thank you.